I wasn't planning to, but I was on eBay recently and I came across this deal for a Chromebook. It wasn't $49.95. At the time, it was about $65, maybe $66, and they had best offer. So I tried offering $50. They wouldn't take it. They offered me $58. With the shipping, this Chromebook ended up costing me about $75 after tax, $80. So I got this for $75 before tax. Comes with an i5 processor, 8th gen, as well as 8 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage. That was pretty decent. Usually, these Chromebooks from years past, I think this is a 4-year-old Chromebook. Let me check. You can see here's a review, and this was in September 2019. So yes, it was. It's 2023 right now. It is a 4-year-old Chromebook. According to retail value, I'm looking at this Acer site. It says MSRP was 800. You can buy now buy recertified for $400. Also found another listing on Amazon for about $477. I think you can find a lot cheaper because I tried searching on eBay and you see 500, 400, and then it starts dropping, and you can get for open box for 262. And then over here, here's one for 160, but with an i3 processor. Another one with i3 processor, but only 32 gigabytes of storage. The one that I ordered came with 64 gigabytes. So I thought that was a pretty decent deal, and that's the reason why I usually don't buy stuff because I don't like accumulating junk. But for $75, I thought it was worth a try. And so it didn't mention anything about the power adapter, and so I was assuming I wouldn't receive a power adapter. So let me show you what I got. Yeah, if I recall, it didn't come with a power adapter. It's kind of dirty when I first got it. It had a bunch of white stuff all over it. Hopefully it wasn't anything poisonous. Probably wasn't. But I had to clean it off, and you can see right now it's clean. It had like crud on top of it, so I used like a toothpick to clear off the keyboard key crud or whatever. So it looks really clean now. You can see there's some wear and tear on here. But yeah, overall it's clean. Comes with USB-C, regular USB, and an SD card slot, as well as a headphone jack, which is nice. Plenty of vents. On the other side, there's another USB-C port, and this is the power light. It's pretty well built. It's a seems like it's a metal aluminum frame. I could be wrong. And these are some of the highlights of the Chromebook. And then another reason why I bought it was it came with a like QHD display, which most of these Chromebooks usually only come with full HD, if not less, regular HD, and that's the worst. You see i5 processor, 8th gen. Here you go. The screen itself, no issues with the screen. So I've never owned a Chromebook with a decent processor and decent RAM. So this has 8 gigabytes of RAM. You see, it can play things pretty well. Just waiting up to skip, and everything's smooth or fast. I wouldn't say smooth. So one thing I noticed about using this faster laptop is even though it runs fast, the screen animation is kind of choppy, which I was surprised. But in the past I've used Linux, and it's kind of like this too with Linux. So check the battery. Unfortunately, it's around 77% battery health. So I might need to change the battery eventually. surprised it's down this low after 4 years, but it is 4 years. So pretty impressed. Again, in the past I was running this old, I think this was released at the same time. This cost me $150. Retail supposedly was $200, but this thing here, retail was $800, and you can really feel the difference between a budget Chromebook versus a Chromebook with a decent processor and RAM and storage. This only has 32 gigabytes of storage, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and a N processor. I don't know. It's not even i3. It's an N Intel processor, and this one, of course, has an i5 processor, and so everything runs pretty smooth. So you can find some pretty decent deals on eBay, and this was a decent deal that I found. I can actually find myself using this more as a daily laptop. It feels premium. And the only issue with this Chromebook is randomly the keyboard will stop working and I have to reboot the machine, so that might be a hardware failure issue, but I can live with that. Hopefully I can just fix it by rebooting it. But anyways, that's the end of my story. I was able to purchase a pretty decent used Acer Chromebook with i5 processor for only $75, shipped about $80 total with tax, and it's a nice upgrade to something like this. So I had to wait. This was in 2019. Had I purchased this in 2019, it would have cost me $800, but now, after good old depreciation, I'm able to get it for $80. It probably would cost me around 800 something, 840, because I'd pay for tax, as well as I'd have to pay for recycling, because I live in California. And so, again, I would definitely suggest getting a better Chromebook, a more premium Chromebook over these budget Chromebooks, because you can use it for surfing and the internet, but it's kind of slow compared to using something like this. After using this, I don't ever want to go back, I think. Over and out.